Welcome to IPL 5 Ohana.
Here we are, a TVP on Ohana, and this guy is going to be showing you his stuff. He is in the northwest position. He is currently up one game already in this best of 3 series, continuing his rampage through the winners bracket in the red trunks, playing Terran. He is
TSL Polt.
A lot of Polt supporters in the crowd, can't blame them at all. This guy is amazingly good, completely composed under pressure. And he's awesome to boot. His English is phenomenal. Almost as good as his Starcraft, though not quite.
Yeah, alongside Violet, having one of the best English among the Korean pro gamers.
Indeed, he is Code S English. But his opponent, on the other hand, is just straight up Code S, destroyer of everything when it comes down to his recent tournament performances. Will he take his first misstep here in the winners bracket of IPL? We're going to find out. In the blue trunks, playing Protoss to the southeast, he is named
PredatorPL.
Scourge of the WCS. His green jacket is on. That means he means business.
Now, what jacket color does he wear when he doesn't mean business? I think it's the purple one, right?
Yeah, that's more of his casual jacket.
Yeah. All right, so I see this more often among Korean Protoss pro gamers on a map like Ohana. They don't scout initially. No. They get Zealot Stalker to be safe against something like 11-11 proxy racks, but they don't scout because they figure, well, I'm just gonna probably get to your ramp and you're gonna have it walled off, and then I'm gonna attack your supply depot for 10 seconds, hoping I can kill it. But then you're gonna resume production on that depot. I'm gonna go home and I've wasted all that mining time. And what do I really have to show for it? Nothing. The only time where you would really want to choose to scout is in exactly this particular situation. At least that's how I feel. If I knew that my opponent's doing a wall-off, I might as well not scout. But I would like to know when there's a command center first. Anyway, he will find that out soon enough, as soon as he moves out with that Zealot on the map, and is going to poke at that ramp.
Gonna have a quick look and see what he can see. Bunkers coming up nice and quickly here. It will not be up in time to stop this probe coming in. It's only a single Marine, which means this probe is going to get the scouts unless something miraculous happens, which it will not. So there you go. He spots it. He dies for his sins, but he gets what he needs. And now we've got the situation where it's gateway first into Nexus, once again playing fairly carefully, initially getting a sentry out.
Yeah, Zealot Stalker into sentry, and now a lot of people of you might be wondering, or maybe not, but you are now because I'm making the suggestion. You might be wondering, when a Protoss doesn't scout very early with the probe, how much does it really matter? Well, for example, if you make Zealot Stalker first, you can usually make your Nexus at 4 minutes and 40 seconds. And this time he made it at 4 minutes and 20 seconds or so. So that's a 20-second faster Nexus. You can use that to start building probes earlier, so you'll be a full probe ahead of what you would normally be. So that's a pretty big advantage. These kind of small advantages start snowballing really since income is exponential.
Polt is scouting quite a bit, and that initial robo coming out is an interesting move. It's one gate expand into robotics.
This time, of course, he saw that CC first really quite soon, so he figures, well, last game you weren't aggressive at all, so I would like to know whether you're going to go for that triple orbital here. I think a player like Creator, he feels like when the Terran goes for triple orbital, he'd like to play a bit more risky, or let's say greedy as well, and he wants to identify that as quickly as possible. So this time it's the robo first, and then the additional 2 gateways. Yeah,
nice and safe builds from both players up to this point. And the question is, where does the Terran player go from here? Polt, well, they could do that, I guess.
They're so happy, not a care in the world.
That bird is defying the laws of physics. I'm not keen on it.
So it's good to know that even in times of war and strife, there's still hope in this world.
There's still beauty on Ohana. Yes, absolutely.
All right, we got a very quick Robo Bay coming up here. It is a pre-7-minute Robo Bay, so once again, the Creator going back to his roots. And guys, if you ever want to try to do this little predicting or guessing game at home, and try and predict what a player is going to go to. If you know a player quite well, usually when a player is on the ropes, he's behind, they're going to fall back to what they're most comfortable in. Why? Well, because it's a very stressful situation to be behind 0-1 in a best of 3. You don't want to go to a loser bracket with a tournament that is this stacked. In fact, you never really want to go to the loser bracket because it's where losers are. And you think you're a winner, of course.
You see, this is why we have this campaign to rename the loser bracket, because it doesn't matter. You can say loser bracket or lower bracket. It doesn't sound nice to anybody.
Yeah, that's true. What else could it be besides loser or lower bracket?
Well, we've been trying to push the whole shadow bracket thing, but I don't know how well that's been going so far.
I guess not. It's not quite as catchy. Anyway, there's no stint pack yet, so this is quite an ambitious poke up there by Polt. Creator will have none of it. Of course, he's only got a very few amount of units, so he just chose to force field that out for now. And is Polt going to try again, I wonder?
Well, I mean, he's wasting a hell of a lot of force field energy. There's only 3 sentries up there, but the risk, of course, would be that it would be caught out. Hasn't lost a single unit, so...
There was a very advanced move by Polt, because I think had Creator known there was no stim pack ready yet, he wouldn't force field it off. He would just let it come up, go back a bit, get his Colossus out, and kind of crush that force. But for now, Polt was banking on the fact that he knew that Creator doesn't know for a fact whether Stim is ready yet or not. And therefore Creator, as any good pro gamer would do, had to force field it out. That's 4 free force fields. That's 4 free force fields that would not have been burned if Polt just stayed at home and did not play in a proactive manner.
Super smart right there from Polt. Now, he did poke up the ramp. He doesn't know about the robo in the actual corner of the base. I have to wonder in that brief second if he did see the Colossus or not.
I think he did see it probably, and that's why he backed off so diligently. And now Creator once again showing why he's called the Blacksmith Protoss. Actually, I've never seen him refer to that, but maybe it's a nickname that he has in Korea. They are very creative with finding those nicknames. Now, Creator, he's got 3 observers on the map. He's adding 3 additional gateways. He's also got double forts and adding a Twilight Council. And he's doing non-stop Colossus production on 2 and making a 3rd one.
Absolutely fantastic move from him. It's exactly what he needs in this situation against Marine Marauder. Although I am concerned about this lack of force fields. I would like to see some more sentries coming out from him. He did use a lot of energy earlier. The infamous scouting factory is moving into position, and it will be able to... Still doesn't see the Colossus. So smart there by Creator to hide them. We still don't actually know whether or not he knows about the Colossus. He's not building any Vikings, which makes me think he knows now. There we go. The scouting factory. And immediately, there come the Vikings. There we go. So he didn't know about the Colossi. He certainly does now.
Yeah, I think you're right.
This does, however, give a potential window to Creator Prime to actually do some damage before that stuff really comes out. He's working on upgrades. I mean, he's quite late on upgrades compared to where he usually would be.
Yeah, well, Creator finished 1-1 now. He's also going to go for Blink, and he's on 57 probes, so I do feel like he wants to get that 3rd base, and he's going to be using Blink to defend his Colossi from Vikings. Polt, he's got that 3rd base already mining, so he's very nice on target. Did a pickup there, but the observer sees it, and Creator's moving his units in position there.
The Forge God sees all. He will be able to find that, no problem at all. There's the 3rd. Oh, there's another one there. How many observers does this guy have anyway?
Creator needs a lot of confirmation here. Kind of like a needy girlfriend or boyfriend, I guess. He saw it often enough there. Get some nice kills. Marines and Marauders being fried. And Charge is going to get upgraded as soon as Blink was done.
So a nice little shutdown there initially. The drop does not go in. 3rd base has still been mining for quite some time, however, for Polt. So he's in a reasonably comfortable position here. And both these guys just posturing, trying to do a little bit of damage here and there. The scouting factory is on fire. It may go down quite soon, which will just be another headache that Creator doesn't actually have to deal with. Yep, it is going down. Nicely picked off. Blink is done. 2-2 is on the way. Charge is on the way as well. Who do you feel is going to make the first move from this position?
I feel like it's almost always going to be the Terran. The Terran will most likely be the one that hits 200 supply first. And since we don't see any ghosts coming, I feel like it's very likely that Polt is going to get as many Vikings as possible. And try to hit a timing, maybe with SCVs, maybe without. But he's going to be trying to abuse that location where Creator is going to be forced to defend either his natural or his 3rd base, and then the Vikings will be flying over the trees. But hold the phones for now. We see a fight already kind of starting.
That was a really interesting blink right there, blinking right into the middle, but now here comes the damage. A lot of Vikings in good position, but the Blinkstalker's picking things up quite nicely. Creator Prime's army is all over the place. What is he doing? He's going to end up losing all of these Colossi if he's not careful. Another falls, and there's another. This is disastrous for Creator. He got completely and totally outflanked, and Polt is ripping his army to shreds.
It doesn't get any better than that. Polt hit moments, seconds, milliseconds, nanoseconds before 2-2 finished, before Charge finished, and to top it off, he killed all the Colossi so easily with the Vikings, and Creator's army was completely pulled out of position.
GG! Wow! Polt didn't just win that game, Polt dominated that game in Series 2-0. An incredible performance and made that look easy. Creator is just stunned. What on earth just happened?
Wow, if Polt attacked even 5 or 10 seconds later, that could have gone completely differently. Completely. The Guardian shields weren't covering the...
This looks like it very well could be Polt's tournament if he keeps playing to this caliber. What an excellent defeat of one of the favorites in this tournament, and did so in such a convincing manner.